What is poppin', YouTube? Back again with another video. It's draft day, baby. We're excited over here on the channel. I'm excited. I'm the only one running the channel, so I'm excited. And today we're going to be talking about buy low veterans. And why are we talking about veterans, Caleb? All the rookies are the hype right now. Well, today all the new shining objects, all the new Corvettes are rolling onto the lot, and all the Toyota Camrys that have been giving us solid production year after year after year are going to be on a discount. Are you ready to clearance shop with me right now? Well, if you are, let us jump into the video. But before I do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to go live. We're trying to provide valuable Dynasty football content for you. And especially as we get into redraft season, we're trying to win as many leagues as possible, baby. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. My first veteran that you must buy, that you must at least go see and put an offer on, is Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp gets injured last year after having the most amazing stat season where he goes from 13.9 fantasy points per game to then averaging 25.9 fantasy points per game to last year only playing 9 games. But in those 9 games, he still averaged 22.4 fantasy points per game. Now, I know there's a ton of question marks around Cooper Kupp. He plays for the Rams. Matthew Stafford, we do not know what is happening with Matthew Stafford and his elbow. The thing I do know, Cooper Kupp will be getting a ton of targets. If we look at his massive year, had 191 targets in 17 games. In the 9 games he played last year, he had 98 targets. He was on track to do exactly what he did the year before. Now I know Cooper Kupp is 29.8 years old right now. He is about to turn 30 years old. But the thing is, DeAndre Hopkins still put up a great year this last year. Now, I'm not saying Cooper Kupp for the next 2 years is still going to keep up this elite level production, but I do think he can get into that 21 to 22 fantasy points per game this next season, and that is valuable to you, especially in the fact that he's going in the mid to late end of 4th rounds of startups. What are some offers that I would be trying to get Cooper Kupp on my team if I was competing? We're talking about 108, 109, 110 territory in a super flex league. That is super valuable, knowing that potentially Cooper Kupp could win you the chip. And we need to remind ourselves, as much as we love these young, shiny, young rosters, oh, look at my team, it's all under the age of 22. How often do those teams actually win you a championship? Sometimes, but not as much as we would like. So Cooper Kupp is a must-buy this Dynasty offseason. And let me say this, right now, send some trades offers out. I'm sure the people that are enjoying this trade, offer some draft picks. People will be happy to take a draft pick for Cooper Kupp, even though Cooper Kupp's going to be way more valuable over the next year, or even potentially 2. My second buy low player is going to be Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, you say? For the Browns. Deshaun Watson played terrible last year, Caleb. Why do you think Nick Chubb is going to be a buy? Because the last 3 seasons, 17.3 fantasy points per game in 2020. 15.4 fantasy points per game in 2021, and then 16.6 fantasy points per game in 2022. Put him as the RB6 on a fantasy points per game basis. Now, the Cleveland Browns, they don't have a ton of capital to go get a running back. Now, maybe I've seen some mocks where it's a Zach Evans or it's someone like that in the 3rd or 4th round. I totally see that, and they do need depth. Jerome Ford's currently the RB2 unless they re-sign Kareem Hunt. I think the Browns offense is about to be super efficient this year. And as much as we may say that Deshaun Watson, they're going to throw the ball a ton, if the offense improves efficiency-wise, that's going to be a lot more goal line carries for Nick Chubb. And I know he had 13 touchdowns last year, which was high. If he could get into that 15 or 16 touchdown range, even if somehow the yards per carry goes down, because it has been going down a little steadily. He's about half a yard per carry down over the last 2 years. Yes, that is concerned. Yes, he's getting up there in age. Yes, he's 27 years old. All running backs die, but right now he is being valued as like he is the overall 65th player in Superflex rankings. So if you could go out and trade the 110, the 111 for Nick Chubb to someone that thinks, oh, I need a running back, and let's just say this, I will be taking Zach Charbonnet over Nick Chubb currently in Dynasty rankings. But if there's no other running back off the board and Quentin Johnston's off the board, then I would be offering that pick up for Nick Chubb. And that would be something that I'd be willing to do. My third competitive old player that we need to be targeting right now in Dynasty leagues is Derrick Henry. Now I know what you're saying, Caleb. Derrick Henry's a dinosaur. I hear you. He's 29 years old. He'll be turning 30 this year. There is no way this man can keep up doing what he's doing. I will say this. I have been comparing Derrick Henry to Jerome Bettis for the longest time. Jerome Bettis, the truck, the bus, the glorified Eddie Lacy. I will say this. He performed up until the age of 31 or 32 and was super fantasy relevant. Did everything seem to slow down a little bit for Derrick Henry? Yes. He played 16 games, but only averaged 18.9 fantasy points per game. The year before that, 24.2. The year before that, 20. Now, the thing we do need to remember is his yard per carry did go down significantly. It's averaging around 4.4 yards per carry now, which is a significant decrease from the 5.4 that he put up in 2020 in that elite level season. I understand that he's getting old and the yards per carry went down, but can we also attribute it to a bad offensive line play, bad quarterback play, and they really did not have any receiving options downfield, and yet Derrick Henry is still carrying the Tennessee Titans offense year after year? Now, at some point, those carries, those rush attempts, the 349 rush attempts that he had last year, isn't that going to just wear him down? Yes. Now, there are all those rumors circulating that he might get traded. We can't bank on that. But what we can bank on is that the Tennessee Titans offense is going to be better than it was last season, especially when they address it through the draft, whether they address the offensive line, whether they draft receiving options, and whether Ryan Tannehill is back or not. Of course, if it's Josh Dobbs. No, we do not want Derrick Henry at all. But even when Josh Dobbs was in, Derrick Henry was still very productive with Malik Willis or whoever was they were throwing back there that couldn't throw the ball. So I am trying to buy Derrick Henry for all I can right now. Now, granted, Derrick Henry is probably on a contending team, and they're probably not likely to give him up. But if you can trade somewhere between the 110 to the 112 for Derrick Henry, and you understand, yes, I'm just getting a year of production out of Derrick Henry, and that's it, and I'm totally fine with that, then all is good on you because Derrick Henry will definitely provide that for you, definitely help you as you go chip hunting. If somehow Bijan Robinson goes to the Tennessee Titans and they don't trade Derrick Henry and it's going to be a running back by committee, yes, don't go buy Derrick Henry then. But we don't know what's happening. Like I said, I recorded this the night before the draft, so we're super pumped for the draft. If you wouldn't have mind helping me out at all, please like and subscribe. It means the world to the algorithm. And as always, you can always decide that you don't want to follow me later on if that's something that you want to do. But I'm providing valuable fantasy football content for you. And once you in this community, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and enjoy the NFL draft. And we'll catch you tomorrow.